Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions, and you're watching I Watch You Watch. We're covering Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is Season 8, according to OWN, Episode 11. And I think the title was Martell and Tail. Whatever it was, this episode was a mess. I don't think in a bad way, but it's like, Lord Jesus. I may have to retract part of what I've been saying to y'all in regards to Trisha. It's just now I got an eyebrow lifted up towards Trisha. However, I'm more still in her corner. Now, some of y'all went back to calling her an H word and an S word. So, I don't know. But it's only because I'll get into that. We know why you would just call her that. That. Because of who she's connected to. Anyways, I do appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video if you have not as of yet. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. Welcome aboard. And also to my returning viewers that are already subscribed. Thank you for your support. And you can go on and leave your comments below. All right, so we started off with Stormy and Courtney. We find out that Stormy and Courtney have moved the location of their storage warehouse. I think it's 30,000 square feet because they have enlarged itself because of the mass production that they are doing. I believe they're doing 9,000 orders per day. Congratulations. Hopefully, as of last year, you guys were able to get enough help to produce what needs to be produced for the company. They talked a little bit about TikTok. They're going to have some type of other TikTok event. She talked about her experience of going out to LA, and they're also thinking about buying a second home in LA. Obviously, things are going well, and I probably haven't paid too much attention to Stormy and her products and all that to realize how successful she is. But it's a black business, a black-owned business, and I'm happy for that. They get on the subject of Martell and Trisha. Stormy says that she talked with Martell at the other warehouse that they have, and she tells Courtney that Martell said that Trisha's been to his house. And then she's like, well, I never heard that. Like, where's this coming from? Did something actually happen? Because there's a lot of blurred lines happening. And Courtney said, well, Martell never said that before. So even when we went out that time for bowling, he did not say that. So who's lying? And where does the lying stop? And where does the truth begin at? So Stormy's like, oh, I didn't want to get involved in this. But ma'am, you've been asking questions since episode 2 or 1. You're involved. You got involved and you started asking around, and now your fishing has allowed something else to break forth that probably you didn't mean to happen, but it did happen, and now you're, oh, no. But she says, I got to tell her what he said and all this good stuff. Of course you do, because you're this year's Tiffany. Y'all didn't want Tiffany here, but even in the scene earlier, imagine Tiffany trying to get to the bottom with Trisha about this whole situation. It would have been juicy, but y'all didn't like her. Oh well, it's hard to be the busybody of the group. Okay, so I don't even know what the next scene was, but oh yeah, you got it. Destiny and Martell. Destiny arrives at Martell's home. He's in his robe. It is open. He's got clothes on at least, but he's walking around barefoot. And well, I should just give it an excuse because it is the South, and you probably do walk around more barefoot. But Martell, are you going to really tell me that your house is that clean, that you're walking around barefoot like that? And I saw how one of his couches were sectioned off, and it looked off. If you go back to that scene and you see when in the open, I'm like, why is it turned that way? It was a little bit weird. I'm going to find some type of way to try to shade Martell. But still, congratulations if this is your house. Or just a rental for the show. Who knows? So she gets on in and she's asking for some Inez wine. She's been through with coffee, but now she thinks she needs some of that. Whatever. Destiny gives an update on her father. Her father had a cancer scare. I think what Destiny said, that he's starting to eat a little bit more or do a little bit more than he was doing before. So I don't know if he's in recovery or not, but he's talking a lot of life things. So she actually said that he wants her to go fishing with him. And Martell was like, oh, you go fishing? Now, this is the stuff that I'll be trying to defend and don't know how to defend. You said that you've been knowing her since the 2000s, early 2000s. Does that mean that y'all knew each other in high school or not? Or growing up or not? For one. But you don't know that she fishes? I know she went away to Michigan, I get all that, but she would have been fishing down here. Maybe in the Great Lakes, she would have been fishing in Michigan. I don't know, but she would have been fishing. And you don't know that about her? Y'all make it hard because now people just gonna always try to assume that Destiny is the slut of the 90s. It's so crazy. Y'all set things up that way. They start talking about Law. Law is with his grandparent. That's when she started talking about Destiny's father. He's with him and just having a good time. She shows a picture, and then he says, oh, don't he look like his uncle Martell? You already know how people feel and how they say things on social media that you don't like. Why do you open the door for that? Now it's they're already talking about that Martell was that Law is yours, Martell, because Destiny and Martell were sneaking around, and that's why Law divorced her. So if people are coming at you, sir, you're leaving the door wide open. Why would you say that? And don't say that you're not. Then, if you're going to say that, then don't say that you're bothered by social media and Mel and her fans. That's all I got to say about it. Next, Martell says that he breaks the news concerning Sonny and Moses wanting to get a house down here. First, he was like, don't get mad at me. And Dusty says, you got to tell me what it is. I can't promise that I won't get mad at you. So then he breaks it down. He said, me, Chris, and Sonny and Moses, we went to go look for a house. They're thinking about getting a house. And she said, a check before friendship. I'm 80% with the check before friendship and 20% friendship before check because it's business. Because you're like, I'm doing this for business. Okay, cool. I think it would be the circumstances. Let's just say Mel moves to Atlanta, which she already has a place. And now Martell wants a place in Atlanta. I am not going to be the one that he comes to if I was a realtor. Because you have caused this lady too much havoc. In that instance, yes. Friendship before check. What Sonny and Moses are doing is just trying to get on the show. That's all this is. And I don't like it. I don't like this introductory. I don't like them. Like, nobody knew who you were. And now we're supposed to. It's this forced situation that now we got to get to know. That we didn't ask for. You're coming in under scandal. And I don't think that this is the thing that out of everything that I've seen on this show, and I love Mr. Carlos King down. Shout out to him. This is the only thing I don't understand and what I don't rock with. I really don't. Like, again, I was willing to play a game if she was coming on, or they were coming on here just to talk with Destiny, and then they go on about the business, and now they're moving to Huntsville. Imagine having a long distance relationship, and then or that person and their spouse comes and moves directly into the same hometown and in the same town that you're living in to infiltrate, as Destiny did say, my friend group. It is Destiny's friend group. It is giving single black female or married black female on Sonny's part. Huntsville, no other place in the world that you can raise your children so you can get out of the tough neighborhood or the streets of St. Louis, because the streets are still calling your name at 89 years old, Moses. So they get into Martell talking about Moses mentioning their business, which is Justice Law. And we get the flashback that we did not get to see a couple weeks ago of them talking about it with them and Chris outside. He starts talking about it, and then Moses, what is that? Yeah, Justice Law. Oh, that was children that you were going to have? Yeah. What? Ninja? What? I look at everything. I look at reactions and all that. And what? And then Sonny gonna pick up the ball and start talking about, yeah, that was supposed to be for the future children. Well, there'll be other LLCs. Sonny is one idiot and one of the worst kind of pygmies. A business dedicated with the children that they were supposed to have, that is still operating. Now, he won't change his business. Why not? And since you are a millionaire, you have money to actually do this, right? You could change it. Right? Or not a millionaire. You said that you had your first $1 million deal, Sonny. Y'all could change the business name and keep on going. So they were planning for a future, and y'all gonna keep saying that Destiny is a side chick. How? Do you plan futures with a side piece? Sonny, you are one stupid woman, but you got a man, and that's all that it is worth, because even though I'm a man is the prize, and now you can be accepted amongst society because you got a man, no matter how I got him. Stupid. Y'all just so stupid. And then Martell with his stupid tail gonna say he wants you back to Destiny. I'm sure he do. I mean, he doing all that. What else he got? I'm like, first with Martell, I'm gonna deal with you. You were just blessing this couple. You were just saying how you don't think that they were doing anything foul against Destiny. And now we're getting this other piece where you believe that Moses still wants Destiny. Make it make sense as to what you were saying in your confessional, sir. Because that's still hypocritical. Because it's like, or what is it? What's the word? Not hypocritical. It denounces what you just said about them having no type of ulterior motives in being together. Sorry. But y'all can tell me what you think. And then Destiny, quit playing into it. Don't play into it about this. He wants you back. If you do, whatever. Who cares? I think you do have a right to feel a certain way for somebody coming in to infiltrate your friend group and your home, your hometown. That is so crazy. So we end with them. We go to Destiny, Sonny. I mean, not Sonny. Destiny, Trisha, and Stormy. Trisha is training Destiny, and you can see Trisha's arms looking like Michelle Obama or Angela, our girl, Tina Turner. Oh my Lord, Tina Turner from the movie. What's love got to do with it? How her arms were. Go ahead, Trisha. Go ahead. Did they have any small talk while there? It may have, but I don't think it was important. Once Stormy gets there, they start talking about Martell. Martell says that you went by his house. What? Why would he say that? Like, that never happened. So they're grilling her, testing her. Like, so were you a side chick? What was going on? What was happening back then? I'm like, no, none of that was going on. I have no clue as to why he would actually say that. The consistent grilling, you can see that Trisha was getting upset. And I think at some point, because Trisha's not answering the questions like they want her to answer them, she ends up giving some pushback, like, yeah, we've been over that. You know, yeah. I went by what Trisha said until the next scene. We're going to flash forward because we got through that. And, we'll flash forward. We'll get right back to that in just a minute. Marceau and Tisha, they meet up. Black is closed. Now, this was reported back in March of this year from a bunch of YouTubers. And I was like, it can't be closed. Somebody pulled up a Google thing that said that it was permanently closed. You know, where you can see the times and stuff on Google if you type in a business or whatever and you see the address. I pulled it up. I didn't see that. And I had half of a mind just to call just to see for my own peace. Like, did this really happen? I wasn't going to make a video because I'm not really into the whole gossip thing, commentary. That's just not my field, like, for now, whatever. So I didn't, whatever. That blew over. And I never got a clear answer on if Black was still open or not. It had gotten closed down. The city had shut it down. By the preview, I did go on and misjudge today, or last night, the millimeters and LMH fans as to be the culprit, because y'all did do it for the whole gambling situation that they were going to have, which rightfully so, because I do think that the Scotts should have did the research, because gambling is illegal in Alabama. The only thing that they allow as far as what gambling is are the dog kennel races. And y'all can Google that and search that out. I researched it. So there is no license there because you can't gamble at all. To have. No license to have. So anyways, right now, Marceau says that he's been shut down because other local businesses in the area have called on him. Because he has, I guess he's had overcrowded parking before, and a lot of the people have been mad. At this point, it's a popular spot if you come to Huntsville. And I need you guys to just come out of yourselves at what you think about the Scotts, or think that they're business people. Just know that Black is kind of a hot spot, and people do come there. I don't know personally because I ain't there, but y'all aren't there either. So how can y'all say it's not happening, you know? So I think he mentioned one other place that's a highlight for when people want to come as far as a tourist, and the other would be Black. Why wouldn't they want to come to Black if they have been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville? You know? And let's just not act like nobody's watching Love and Marriage Huntsville either. Let's quit that out. Even if y'all ain't watching on OWN, y'all sitting up on YouTube still watching, and other sites, because I know. In other sites where you can watch it bootlegged, but then y'all say you're not supporting. So what it all boils down to is that there's a monopoly aspect that's happening where they're really trying to shut down Marceau. Marceau is not playing by their rules, not a part of the clique, and they're reporting very petty things to try to get his business shut down. I don't know how people are reporting it today or commentating today, but that's the gist of it. He's not playing along with the rules of the community of business players, and they want to shut it down. And I'm sure that there is jealousy because it is a place that people flock to. And hopefully y'all get this right and have integrity, despite how you feel about the Scotts. I don't like the Scotts either. But a lot of YouTubers could feel the same exact way because of the control and cliques that happen, where y'all will do anything to shut people down that you don't like or who doesn't agree and align with what you got going on. There's lists out there to say, don't support this one, don't support this one. Y'all go live saying, don't support this person, which I don't understand that whatsoever as far as YouTubers. That's a whole nother video. So y'all should really understand what Marceau's going through and not think that he's just oblivious and doesn't know anything about business. Do I think all his business crap is in order and line? No. I think that there's some underlying stuff that is happening that not even him not being so business savvy or have all his ducks in a row. I do believe that. Y'all take it how y'all want it. Y'all can hate me, whatever. I don't care. Let's move on to Ken and Trisha real quick. Trisha comes clean to let them know, hey, Martell said that I was at his house. I told him, no, I wasn't. But the truth is, I was at his house. And Ken was like, look, do you know the optics of what this means? Because it goes from him not acting like he didn't know you, then he says you look different, and then some other things that y'all said that just isn't adding up. Y'all said it's not so serious, but it looks like you know him more personally, because if it was just online, we would have nothing to deal with. But now you've gotten into a personal space with him. Because she was talking about, well, I went to his home, but we never made it to the gym. It's the way that Trisha tries to talk that makes her look guilty. And I think it has something to do with how she's grown up. In this religious home where everything's got to be perfect, you can't have human moments. I mean, she kept her divorce or separation from her family, even people that I guess she should be able to trust, but she didn't say anything. They knew about Ken, and they just thought, oh, well, you're just messing around, but I know you're gonna go back to your husband. I think it's the traditional lifestyle that she had to live by and have to be seen a certain way. I think that's what's going on. But Trisha, you did kind of raise my eyebrow. Now, you don't owe Stormy and Destiny anything. And she ended up admitting, it's my fault that I did not just tell the truth in the beginning. Yeah. About what was going on. And I made things more of a mess, and I left room because Kim was like, look, it's best to just tell me. whatever you and Martell had going on is before me. But if I'm in spaces where I'm defending you, and I find out that it's something totally different, that's going to make me look crazy, and people just go, you're giving people the right to play in my face. And that's not cool. She said that she understood that. She said it was her mistake for not really saying the whole truth. She felt like it was a non-issue since nothing happened, according to her. I don't know if anything else is going to come out about that. Hopefully we're done. I'm still more on Trisha's corner than with Martell. Martell is going to make someone else look bad because he don't want to look bad. And why does everything come back to sex with Martell? Some type of sex scandal coming up. You know, I can't say I'm disappointed in Trish, but I just like, because I don't know her like that, even though I do have her back most of the time. You know, it's just like, I think you need to be straightforward, because all this privacy also and secrecy is fine lines with that, because there's a lot of deception and manipulation that goes along with it, and how you talk, it sounds like you're manipulative. And if I could be transparent about myself, I have been that way, where I have been guilty in situations, and I'll talk around the mountain, trying to not get caught in situations, just to be honest. So you didn't want it to come out that you were at his house, but now that it was coming out, you knew you had to tell Ken, but you would have never told Ken if Martell hadn't started talking about it. And then you thought, okay, so Martell's talking this way, so I don't have to say this because Martell ain't saying that. That is really sketchy. But he said, you know, I'm a good communicator. I'm nice, Ken, but there's also another side of Ken if y'all want to push me to be that way. I believe that. And I think Ken is very understanding. And again, he said that's your past or whatever, but just don't have me looking stupid out here. He said Martell's your past, whatever happened. I think that there was some flirtation going on. Maybe Martell made a pass and then she didn't go for it. I don't know. Now, the thing that I don't understand, Trisha, is why did you agree to go to training with him? Now, it was brought up, like, so y'all didn't talk about that when you trained? Like, no, we didn't. And as far as we know, no, unless it's on the editing floor. But it's like, ma'am, like, it makes you look manipulative and sneaky. All I know is going forward, if I see a certain behavior or whatever, then I may have to change my view. Still, I'm in your corner, and I may just be fighting alone, and that's okay. That is okay. That's all I do have. Tell me your thoughts of what you thought of this episode of Trisha, Sonny and Moses for the 1000th time. Martell, let me know. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel and for your support and love. Please like this video and also subscribe if you're not subscribed. LMAH will be on break for the Olympics. They will not return until the 17th of August. So for the next couple weeks, we ain't really got stuff going on. That's also true with Family Empire. So y'all govern yourselves accordingly. I'll think of some other stuff to bring you content for the next couple weeks. But again, until the next video, peace.